Ira Epstein with your morning flash update for this Thursday, the 3rd of March, 2022. Remember, today at 12:15, I'll open up for our live webinar. The webinar at 12:30 we begin. If you didn't get your invite, just follow my finger right up here. Click on the icon as you move your cursor. Just move it up there, you'll see it. Fill out everything you need. You'll get your user ID and password. Just after 2 o'clock today, I'll be on Fox Business News with Liz Klayman. I've had a busy week. Sky Business, BNN TV, it's almost every day one of them, and I love it, so it's not a problem for it. But I'm honored that they consider me. Let's take a look before we get to the markets. Fed Chair Powell's going to enter his second day today of talking. So he'll clean up anything from yesterday and additional questions. Challenger, the U.S. planned job cuts, less than last time. Came in about almost, about 3,500, 3,700 jobs less than happened in the last month. The quarterly non-farm productivity and unit labor costs, getting tongue-tied there. The productivity, 6.6%, but the labor costs, they're triple what they were last time. And we know that that's just wages going up consistently. U.S. jobless claims were down 18,000 to 215. That's a positive sign. I didn't like that the continuing claims went up. I want those to continue falling down on an overall basis. That would be a stronger sign. At 8:45, in about 3-4 minutes, we're going to get market groups, the service sector PMIs coming out. And the ISM data is going to come out at 9 o'clock, so we got our hands full there. Now, the first thing to turn your attention to is the energy sector is low. We have not seen that in a very long time. So seeing that could be that the 120, now listen to what I'm saying, the 120 level in Brent may have been your peak price. You're already down $8 from there, $10 from the top to the bottom here. You're seeing that we got in WTI crude, 112. There is a natural number where the market's going to say the worst scenarios are priced in. They can come back and regroup. We know that cities are starting to fall in Ukraine. There's going to be 1 million refugees probably as of today that have crossed over into Poland and some other countries, and it's a humanitarian crisis. We're seeing that the Paralympics, they are not going to allow Belarus or the Russian Federation athletes to participate. F1 has broke its contract now for the Sochi racing with Russia. Russia's a pariah. So you want to avoid anything you can that has to do with Russia. That's what the world is saying. As for going after Bitcoin and all that, you got to pay attention here. The Treasury Department, not only U.S., but those abroad, are starting to look at how suddenly monies are moving through Bitcoin, and they're going to focus their attention on it. So maybe what you couldn't do with the regular IRS type talk, a war will do, and they're going to focus on there hard. The dollar is up a fraction today. Gold is up $10. Metal's up, and look at this copper, nearly the 480 level. I've been talking $5 over time, and I think I'm right on that, but I think you're going to just meander in the currencies today, back and forth. So seeing energy prices break will give a bid, in my opinion, today, early on at least, into the stock indices. Whether it can hold it will be the big question. Certainly the market will listen in another 20 minutes to every word that Fed Chair Powell's going to say again. It'll be a lot of what was said yesterday and maybe a surprise or two along the way. You just don't know. Now, as I told you, we're going to be having today our What's Up app. So it's where you get to ask questions on futures, ETFs, and the stock market. How do you get to it? Just take your cursor, move up here. You'll get a permit, in other words, your user ID password. After you fill that out, you can call us at 866-973-2077, and I'll see you all later this morning as we get into, obviously, the news of the day, and then, of course, at 12:15 and at 2 o'clock on Fox Business. You take care.